Well, good day everybody, welcome to today's video. What we got in the garage is my 2003 Jeep TJ. The body has over 300,000 kilometers. You probably already experienced this, where you go to change the rear shocks, and there's so much rust and corrosion. Unfortunately, the bolts break off, leaving you to do a farmer fix. I'll show you what I mean. In order to do this, I've already removed the fuel tank. This is not for the faint of heart. I'm going to show you what I mean. So what we got here, my friends, is some dog shit welding. I was changing my rear shocks. They broke off. I was kind of in a pinch. And I needed to do something to get her done. It's held for 4 years, but we're going to put a more permanent solution. Not only did it happen on one side, did the same to the other. But the other side, ooh, light. The other side is not as bad. First thing we're going to do is remove the shocks and see what the damage looks like underneath. Man, that's actually pretty impressive. I thought for sure they were gonna snap off. This little piece of metal that I'm polishing up right now, we're gonna cut into 1.5 inch sections. The metal right here, this is going to be about 2 inches by 1 inches, and we're also going to cut 4 of those off. So the pieces that are 2 inches by 1 inches, we're putting them in the mill, and I'm machining them about halfway across and machining them just slightly more than the depth of a head of a bolt. So I'm using a 1/2 inch end mill, and that is the perfect width for the bolt head. Machine that out, machine the depths, and then you take the smaller piece and you machine that, a slot about 5/16. Chinese bits doing alright. There's a good shot right here. I have it perfectly machined, so you don't have to worry about it turning or stripping. I'm just fitting up the pieces right now. As you can see right here, I'm going to grab a bolt, I'm going to slide it in. So basically you can kind of see what the heck is going on. And I'm going to fit them up, and we're going to weld them into place, and hopefully we don't get any warpage, and everything will still be fine. This is the end result right here. I'm just going to clean up the welds a little bit. Then we're going to get them set up and welded into place. I just got them mounted on the shock because that's going to set the depth when I put it inside the frame. Tack it, weld it, assemble it, and then we're going to be done. Now we're going to get ready to tack it into place. There's a number of ways that you could do this if you were concerned about losing, I'm going to say, 3/8 of an inch of your shock travel. You could cut this out and then recess it in there and weld it into place. It'd be nice and clean, but no one's gonna see it underneath, and I'm not too worried about the minimal loss of shock travel. So we're gonna tack these into place. You could cut this corner off too, but we're just gonna leave it as so. Here we are.
from the passenger side, all installed. Is a good look at it once everything's backed in. And like I said, I like this better because if you break a stud, you can pull them out. Here we are at the driver's side. This is a differential breather. It's kind of hanging out there, but everything looks all right.
Alright everybody, this is a retake because somehow the camera stopped recording when I first started doing it. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. It was going to turn out to be a pin bar eliminator, but as I got thinking about it, I realized I like the method that I did in the end better. Takes up a lot less space. I'm losing 3/8 of an inch, where pin bar eliminator you could lose up to an inch. And also with it welded into place, in the future, if I have any issues with the studs breaking because of rust or corrosion, I can slide them out, put new ones in, get back to business. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. Speaking of which, if you ever had this issue and you found a way to solve it, I want to know how you did it in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video.